Today is March 20. It's Thursday of the third week of Lent. My name is Father John Kerns, and I'm here at Our Lady of the Lake Catholic Church in Lake Oswego, Oregon. In the gospel for today, from the 12th chapter of Mark, we hear about a scribe who approaches Jesus, not to test Jesus, but he's actually curious and interested in learning something. And he says, "Rabbi, which commandment is the greatest?" A debate that took place in Jesus' time. Jesus answered by quoting the 6th chapter of Deuteronomy, "Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad." Hear, O Israel, the Lord is God, the Lord is one. Describing the monotheism that the Jewish people held, that we share with them as our spiritual ancestors. And he asked them to love God with everything that we have, with our whole mind, soul, heart, and strength, to show that love for God completely. And we usually do that in worship. And then Jesus said the second commandment, the second most important commandment, is like it, to love our neighbor as ourselves. Now, we're not able to gather for Mass, to do the worship that we normally do at the Catholic Mass. But we can worship God at home. I encourage you through different means, the Mass online, or these videos, or just personal prayers of gratitude and praise to God, to worship God. Because that love of God is most important, signified by the cross. The vertical line is longer than the horizontal line. Doesn't mean they're one or the other, but in proper perspective, if we love God, then God teaches us how to love our neighbor, and in very creative ways. I heard a story on the news recently about a woman from Texas who's a jogger, and she found out from her neighborhood Facebook page that there were a number of neighbors who had surplus of things and others who were lacking other things. So, for instance, somebody is out of hand sanitizer, another house has extra bottles. And so what she would do is put on a backpack and go around to all the different porches, and having communicated with them, pick up what somebody has surplus of, deliver it to those who have the need. And in that, she got a 5-mile jog in. Isn't that amazing? So creative. Well, we're called to be creative in our way of loving neighbor, especially during these days of the coronavirus. Think of those who might feel isolated. Maybe they were already living alone or homebound. A neighbor, a friend, a member of your church or congregation, and call them, connect with them. Maybe rather than meeting with friends for coffee, because we can't do that now, let's meet on Zoom or something, or Skype, or some kind of a FaceTime. But find creative ways to connect and support each other. And in that way, we fulfill God's plan, and of course what Jesus is calling us to do, to love God and to love our neighbor. God bless you.